YouTube updated their systems again? I don't like it.
As an astronaut when a launch like this is happening?
Well, we watch it, of course, but it's not up to the astronauts to make that decision. One of the more subtle things that occurs occasionally this time of year, especially, is the launch trajectory will go right through the jet stream. And we've had occasions where we've had to cancel a launch where the weather was perfect. All the spectators on the ground, at any rate, but because of the way the stresses build up on the spacecraft, the launch vehicle as it goes through the jet stream, sometimes we have to cancel them. But I think we're beyond that on this one. They start sending up balloons 24 hours before, so they know that problem is going to occur.
Yeah, we're watching it very, very carefully, and they have been all week long. And, how significant is Artemis 2 in the history of human spaceflight? What do you think?
This is pretty cool, though. We're going to the moon tonight. And yes, we are going to watch it online. We haven't done this in over 40 years, so it's pretty cool. We're going back to the moon.
Because they're spending the first day in Earth orbit, where they're checking everything out. And then if everything was good, they'll go ahead and use the service module to start their insertion into what we call TLI, Translunar Insertion Maneuver, which will then take them 3 days later to the moon.
Wow. And with your expertise and your experience as well, I mean, in a situation like this, you're trusting thousands of people between engineers, scientists, meteorologists. How do you mentally process that risk when you're, going to be launched into space?
Well, that's the purpose of our training, Blaine. And we go through so much training. We meet literally hundreds of scientists and engineers that help train us, but they're also the ones that are designing the mission and preparing it. And you achieve such a level of confidence in them that your focus really on this day when you launch is to be calm, collected, and do your own job as well as you possibly can, and to make sure the mission's going to be a success.
Yeah, you got to focus on that training and what you can do. Well, it's going to be an incredible day. We're really excited. Thank you so much for chatting with us here, Terry. We really appreciate your time this afternoon. Again, that's former NASA astronaut, Dr. Terry Hart. Thanks again.
Great to meet you, Glenn.
All right, guys, we're entering, again, just a couple of hours until the big launch. And I know a lot of folks have been so excited, not just us here at Fox Weather, but you as well. Online, people are just tweeting and Instagramming all about what they're feeling as we embark on history being made for this evening. So Fox Weather correspondent Katie Byrne, she's going to be joining us live now. Katie, I asked you this yesterday. I mean, you could do something. You would go into space. I am so surprised to hear that that's not a universal response, but I guess it is a little bit scary to think about going. I think I'm so inspired by the purpose that I see in the astronauts that we've been able to kind of learn about this week. These 4 astronauts that are right now on board the Orion spacecraft. The world is watching them, and it seems like they've known for most of their lives that this was a dream that they wanted to chase, and they are living it in this moment. So I think that's part of the unifying experience a lot of people are in. But like you mentioned, you don't necessarily have to be in Florida to feel like you're a part of this. We are watching things play out right now, of course, on Florida's Space Coast, where you could see crowds of people. We've got hundreds of thousands of people expected to watch this. And then just in the last hour, we saw the proper send-off these astronauts got to get to that launch pad.
Hey guys, we're having some dinner right now, and then they're not going to dismiss the YouTube updated system, so it's a little wacky.
Watching this from the sky, you can keep your eyes, but you know what's happening. And that I've been tracking social media to see what people are doing and how they're kind of celebrating this happening today. And one of the most recent videos we've gotten from these astronauts was from the Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen, who shared his final message on X last night before going to bed.
12:30 a.m. It's the day of launch, so it's time to go to bed. There's about 9 hours of rest before I need to get up and start getting ready to head to the launch pad.
Can't imagine you got much sleep, but